On tonight's video, we will be telling you 3 scary haunted Chuck E. Cheese stories that you've never heard of. And for you brave ones out there who will watch all throughout the whole video, please make sure to leave a like. Our goal on tonight's video is 30,000 likes. If that like mark is not reached, Chucky will come to your dreams and haunt you. Leave a comment down below for a chance to be shouted out in the next video. Here are the brave winners from last time. So without further ado, let the nightmares begin. The sky tubes at Chuck E. Cheese's. All of my friends want to go in. It was such a delight to crawl up there and horse around where the adults couldn't yell at you for being too loud or scratching your butt. The sky tubes were total freedom. I was 6 years old and excited as heck to go to Chuck E. Cheese with my best friends Patrick and Angel. As soon as we got there, we ran away from Angel's big sister and made a move on all of our favorite games. This was a brand new Chuck E. Cheese, so each game was working perfectly and everything was amazing. Angel's sister was busy at the table doing homework, occasionally peering around for us. Suddenly, Angel and Patrick realized what was right above us, the beloved sky tube. I told them I'll meet them up there in a second. I had to go pee after drinking about 5 cups of soda and was having a crazy sugar rush. I'll never forget their smiles. They were so happy. I keep that picture in my mind all these years later, wishing and hoping that I could forget what happened next. I came back out and ran to the entrance of the sky tube. Munch's Make Believe Band was playing a cover of the song All Star, and the few other children that were on there that weekday were dancing and cheering. I called out to them, "Hurry! Hurry! We're missing the show!" But there was no answer. The end of the tube where you could crawl in was oddly smooth and closed, as if no one was able to crawl in the first place. I knew I saw them crawl in through a hole there, yet here I was questioning my reality. Munch's Make Believe Band played louder and louder. It was so distracting, only I noticed the first signs of flames and smoke rising out of the plastic tubes. Hey! Hey, there's smoke coming out of the tubes! I yelled. A manager came running out and quickly realized that the entrance of the sky tube was completely sealed. What? You guys, why is this like this? She screamed at her employees. Turn off the band, turn it off! The employee struggled to turn the animatronics off as she dialed 911, but the band kept playing, louder and louder. I need everyone to get out of here, she pleaded as more and more smoke came out of the tube. Angel's sister began crying and screaming out for Angel and Patrick. Please, tell me they're not in there, oh my god, she said with agony in her voice. There were screams from inside the tubes and banging of their fists on the plastic, which were engulfed into flames. But we were all unable to help them. The fire department came just in time for Munch's Make Believe Band to screech out their happy birthday song. That day I witnessed the impossible. My friends were trapped inside a sky tube that was perfectly fine one moment and a death trap the next. They were cooked alive, as if they were just another ingredient going into the Chuck E. Cheese pizza oven. I guess we'll never be able to explain what happened to them, but I'm begging you, stay out of those tubes. Eric had just turned 17 and was finally able to get a job and start making some cash. Although he wasn't too excited about how he was going to be doing it. Today was his first day working at Chuck E. Cheese. But the worst part was that he was being forced to get into the rat suit. Are you sure I should be doing this on my first day? He asked the manager sadly. Don't worry, you'll be fine. No one ever complains once they've gone to the suit. he said with a smirk. Eric started changing out of his normal clothes. This is when he noticed something strange. The fur on the suit felt warm and strangely soft. It felt like a real creature. He was impressed by the quality of it though. He had definitely seen some ugly Chuck E. Cheese suits as a child. He finished putting on the suit and prepared to make his Ticket Splash debut with the kids. He bursted out the doors carrying a large basket of tickets. All the kids ran and screamed joyously around him. He began feeling nervous and hot, but continued throwing tickets and dancing with the kids. But soon the suit was tightening around his face. Tighter and tighter. He tried to ask for help, but it seemed as if none of the kids or parents surrounding him could hear him. Looking out of Chucky's eyes felt like staring out of his own. "Help me! I can't breathe!" he yelled, but still no one heard him. He ran into the bathroom where he hesitantly tried to pull the Chucky head off. He felt pain shoot down his spine. The more he pulled on the head, the more painful it got. He pulled with all of his strength to take the gloves off, but it was no use. He screamed through tears, "Somebody please!" He couldn't see his eyes through the holes in the suit anymore. Instead, he only saw large, beady rat eyes staring back at him. He ran to the employee lounge where he planned to get his cell phone and call for help. But as soon as the door swung open, he saw the manager. "Eric! Hey, buddy! You're just the man we've been looking for!" "We?" Eric looked around through his rat eyes. In the shadows of the break room sat all different Chuckies, each one from a different era. 2 had a bowler hat, and 1 had a skateboard. "Help me! Please help me! Help me!" Their voices echoed into the ears of his suit, but no one else appeared to hear him. His manager smiled and said, "I told ya. No one ever complains once they got the suit on." It was a stormy night outside, but all was okay inside Chuck E. Cheese. We were so used to the rainy weather that it never bothered us. I was about 10 years old, just having a play day with my sister Katie. We did all the obvious things. Eat pizza, go in the ball pit, pull each other's hair, kids things. Our grandma took us and she loved us a lot, but she was always a bit sleepy these days, and a little out of it. She sat at a table with a salad and a romance book, seemingly unbothered by the chaotic children around her. We were playing skee-ball, which was located right next to the front of the entrance. We noticed that a man in a baseball hat, sunglasses, and a coat kept walking back and forth with a small dog on a leash. It was just a little chihuahua, Katie's favorite. She had been begging for a dog the last few months and jumped with excitement when she saw it. The guy smiled at her through the window. We couldn't help but smile back since the dog was so cute. He pointed at the dog and then made a hand gesture for us to come outside. We looked at the table Grandma was at, and she was still immersed in her book, so we opened the door and let ourselves out. We both began petting the dog, and he said, "Hey, he has brothers and sisters. You want to meet them?" We nodded excitedly, and he said, "They're over here in my car. They're really tired, so I left them in there." We started trailing behind him, and a second later he turned and said, "Only problem is that they don't like boys. Whenever they're around little boys, they bite and get very anxious. You wouldn't want that, would you?" I guess not," I said naively. "Good. So go back and play. She'll be back after she sees the puppies." "Okay," I said. Katie looked at me sadly and said, "Aw, I wish you could come." I wish I had came too. I remember her brown eyes and freckles, her blue shirt with flowers on it, and her 2 crooked teeth like it was yesterday. I wish I had gone with her. I wish I had protected her. Her bones were found just a few miles away from Chuck E. Cheese. She will be a kid forever. Hey guys, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click that thumbs up button. It really does help push the video out there. Also, comment and share this video. And of course, subscribe. Thank you guys.